Imagine a world teeming with, well, invisible entities, so small they actually exist like beneath the wavelength of color, yet powerful enough to like reshape life as we know it. This isn't science fiction, though. This is the world of viruses.
That's right.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into this fascinating, often misunderstood realm.
Yeah.
We'll explore what they are, how they operate, their surprisingly significant impact on life, evolution, and even the future of medicine. So get ready for a journey that's, well, mind-blowing and just a little bit awe-inspiring.
They are pretty incredible. They're so small they make bacteria look like giants. And to even see them, we need electron microscopes.
Yeah.
And even those images are in grayscale. Those vibrant colors you see in textbooks?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those are added later.
So those textbook images, they're more artistic than scientific.
They are. They help us visualize the structure, but they don't reflect reality. Viruses are masters of disguise, hiding beneath the limits of our vision.
It's incredible. Something so small can have such a huge impact. So just how small are we talking?
So think about this. A virus is about 1/1000th the width of a human hair.
Really?
Yeah. It's mind-boggling that something that tiny can bring down, an entire organism.
Yeah, that really puts things into perspective. So what exactly are these microscopic powerhouses? Like, what makes a virus a virus?
A virus is essentially a biological hacker. They're packets of genetic material like DNA or RNA encased in a protein coat. They don't have cells, they don't eat or breathe, and they aren't technically alive.
Wait, they're not alive, but they can replicate and spread.
Right. That's the paradox of viruses. They exist in this gray area between living and non-living. They can't replicate on their own, though. They need a host cell.
So they're like a USB drive without a computer.
Yes.
Useless until they find a compatible device.
That's a great analogy. A virus needs a host cell to hijack, to inject its genetic material, and turn that cell into a virus factory.
And once it's inside, it just takes over.
Exactly. The virus reprograms the cell, turning it into a production line for making more viruses.
This is like a microscopic coup d'etat. Is that always a death sentence for the cell, though?
Not always. Some viruses, like the flu virus, are very aggressive. They replicate rapidly. They burst out of the cell and kill it in the process.
It explains why you feel so terrible when you have the flu.
Exactly. But some viruses play a longer game. They integrate their DNA into the host's genome, becoming silent passengers. These are the stealthy infiltrators of the viral world.
So they're like sleeper agents, just hiding until the right moment to strike.
Exactly. Think of herpes viruses. They can lie dormant for years, reactivating when the host's immune system is weakened.
Wow. So viruses can be both assassins and infiltrators. It's remarkable. And to think we often view them as pure villains, but their impact goes far beyond just causing disease, right?
Oh, absolutely. Viruses have played a crucial role in shaping life on Earth. They've been swapping genetic material between organisms for billions of years, driving diversity and adaptation. It's like a cosmic genetic mixer, constantly shuffling the deck of life.
So they're not just agents of destruction, they're architects of evolution.
Exactly. And here's a fun fact. About 8% of human DNA comes from ancient viruses.
Wait, so we're part virus?
In a way, yeah. These viral remnants in our genome aren't just junk DNA. They play essential roles. For instance, one ancient virus contributed to the development of placentas in mammals. It was a game changer for live births.
That's mind-blowing. These tiny entities have shaped the very fabric of life as we know it. It really challenges our perception of them, huh?
It does. Nature is full of surprises and often operates in ways we least expect. And when it comes to viruses, the surprises are just beginning. It's amazing to think that these tiny entities, which we often perceive as threats, have played such a pivotal role in shaping life as we know it.
Yeah.
But the story doesn't end there. In fact, the world of viruses is constantly evolving, and the latest chapters are all about turning these minuscule villains into powerful tools and invaluable teachers.
That's quite a twist. In the first part, we uncovered how viruses can wreak havoc on cells and cause all sorts of diseases. But now we're saying they can be heroes, too.
Right.
How does that even work?
That's the beauty of scientific exploration. We're learning to harness the very mechanisms that make viruses so formidable and redirect them for good.
Okay.
Think of it like this. We're taking a master thief and turning them into a security consultant.
That's a clever analogy.
Right?
So how are we using viruses to fight diseases specifically?
Okay, well, let's start with cancer. Researchers have developed something called oncolytic viruses.
Okay.
These viruses specifically target and destroy cancer cells while leaving healthy cells relatively unharmed.
So it's like a microscopic guided missile system, seeking out and eliminating the enemy.
Precisely. One such virus, called TVEC, is already being used to treat melanoma, a type of skin cancer. It works by infecting the tumor, causing it to self-destruct, and simultaneously triggering the body's immune system to attack any remaining cancer cells.
Wow. It's a double-pronged attack.
Right.
Amazing. Now, what about gene therapy?
Yeah.
I've heard that's another area where viruses are making a significant impact.
Gene therapy is a revolutionary field where we use modified viruses to deliver healthy genes into cells. These viruses are stripped of their harmful components, so they act as delivery vehicles.
Okay.
Imagine them as tiny couriers carrying precious genetic cargo to fix faulty genes.
So it's like editing the instruction manual of a cell, correcting the errors that lead to disease.
Exactly. And this approach has shown tremendous promise for treating genetic disorders like sickle cell anemia and even some forms of blindness. You know, it's almost poetic to think that these entities that once caused so much suffering are now being used to heal.
It truly highlights the duality of viruses. They can be destructive, yet they also hold the potential for remarkable healing. It's a testament to human ingenuity.
Absolutely.
Finding hope in the most unexpected places.
That's right.
Now, moving from healing to prevention, can viruses help us predict pandemics?
Absolutely. In public health, viruses are often the biggest unknowns.
Right.
They can spread rapidly and disrupt our lives in profound ways, as we saw with the COVID-19 pandemic. However, organizations like the global Virome Project are working to predict the next pandemic before it even emerges.
That sounds incredibly ambitious. How do they go about doing that?
They're essentially playing viral detective, meticulously cataloging viruses found in wildlife, particularly in species like bats and rodents, which are known to harbor many viruses that can jump to humans.
Oh, okay.
By understanding the diversity and distribution of these viruses, they can identify potential threats before they spill over into human populations.
It's like creating an early warning system for viruses, giving us a head start in preparing for potential outbreaks.
Exactly. It allows us to develop vaccines and treatments in advance and prepare for those potential outbreaks. It's a proactive approach to public health that could save countless lives.
That's incredible. So we've explored how viruses can be used to fight existing diseases, fix genetic errors, and even predict future pandemics. But what about their origin? Where did viruses even come from?
That's a question that has puzzled scientists for decades.
Yeah.
There are several compelling theories, some more radical than others. Some scientists propose that viruses may have predated cellular life, becoming the first replicating entities on Earth.
Wait, so viruses could be older than life itself?
It's a possibility.
That completely reframes our understanding of how life began.
It's a fascinating possibility. Picture early Earth, a primordial soup of organic molecules. Viruses, with their simple structure of genetic material encased in protein, could have been those first self-replicating entities.
Okay.
They might have been the precursors to life as we know it, bridging the gap between chemistry and biology.
It's mind-blowing. It challenges the traditional view of cells-first evolution. Now, if viruses could have emerged on early Earth, could they exist elsewhere in the universe?
Yeah.
Could we find alien viruses on other planets?
That's a tantalizing question. Some scientists believe that viruses might be a universal feature of life, not just a peculiarity of Earth's biology. After all, viruses are remarkably adaptable and can thrive in a wide range of environments.
So we could find alien viruses on other planets.
Right.
Imagine the implications for our understanding of biology.
Absolutely. It would change everything. NASA is currently exploring the possibility of viruses existing on planets or moons with subsurface oceans like Europa or Enceladus. If life exists or ever existed on those worlds, viruses might be part of the equation.
Wow.
Imagine discovering alien viruses in a distant ocean, rewriting everything we know about biology.
It's a thought that sparks the imagination, suggesting that life, in its various forms, might be more common in the universe than we ever imagined. Now, bringing it back down to Earth, what's next for viruses? What does a future hold for these tiny giants of the biological world?
The possibilities seem almost limitless. As we uncover more about viruses, we're finding new and innovative ways to utilize them.
Okay.
Scientists are exploring their potential in various fields, from combating antibiotic resistance to understanding the intricacies of the brain.
It sounds like we're just scratching the surface of what viruses can teach us and how we can use them to solve some of humanity's biggest challenges. Can you give us some specific examples of these future applications?
Of course. For instance, researchers are harnessing bacteriophages, viruses that infect bacteria to fight antibiotic-resistant superbugs. It's a promising alternative to traditional antibiotics, which are becoming less effective.
So viruses could help us win the war against superbugs, which is a growing threat to global health.
Precisely. Another area of interest is vaccine delivery. Viral vector vaccines, like those developed for COVID-19, utilize modified viruses to deliver genetic instructions for producing specific proteins, triggering an immune response. It's a safe and efficient way to immunize against various diseases.
It's amazing how viruses are being repurposed for good, from fighting infections to preventing them.
Yeah.
And what about the brain? How are viruses being used to study something as complex as the human brain?
Viruses are proving to be invaluable tools for neuroscientists. They're being used to map neural circuits and understand how different parts of the brain communicate.
Wow.
This research could lead to breakthroughs in treating neurological disorders like Alzheimer's and depression.
So viruses could help us unlock the secrets of the mind, leading to new treatments for some of the most debilitating neurological conditions.
Exactly. And then there's synthetic biology, a field where researchers are designing entirely new viruses in the lab.
Oh, wow.
These viruses are tailored for specific tasks, from delivering drugs to targeting specific cells.
It's like building microscopic machines from scratch, programming them to carry out very specific functions. It sounds like science fiction.
It does, doesn't it? Synthetic biology is a cutting-edge field with immense potential. It represents a frontier of possibility. It's a chance to harness nature's most efficient biological machines for the benefit of humanity.
So viruses are not just passive entities. They're active players in shaping the future of medicine, technology, and our understanding of life itself. It's a paradigm shift in how we view these tiny but powerful entities.
You hit the nail on the head. Viruses are paradoxes.
Yeah.
They're not alive in the traditional sense, yet they've influenced the trajectory of life on Earth. They're destructive, yet they're also essential. They're invisible, yet their impact is undeniable.
It's a beautiful reminder that the smallest things can have the biggest impact. And in our final segment, we'll explore some of the grandest questions that viruses raise, questions about the very nature of life, the possibility of extraterrestrial viruses, and the philosophical implications of harnessing their power.
Looking forward to it.
Join us as we delve into the existential implications of these enigmatic entities. Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We've been on quite a journey, exploring the incredible world of viruses, from their basic structure to their impact on evolution, and even their potential to revolutionize medicine. But as we reach the final leg of our exploration, we find ourselves confronting some of the most profound questions that science, philosophy, and even our very existence grapple with.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's truly remarkable how these entities, so small they exist beneath the wavelength of color, can lead us to ponder, the biggest mysteries of the universe. It's a testament to the interconnectedness of knowledge, how something seemingly insignificant can hold the key to unlocking such profound insights.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling. In the last segment, we touched upon the theory that the viruses might predate cellular life, a concept that challenges our traditional understanding of how life began. Could you elaborate on that? What does it mean for our understanding of life's origins?
Well, imagine early Earth, a chaotic cauldron of organic molecules, a primordial soup simmering with the potential for life. Some scientists believe that viruses or protoviruses, with their simple structure of genetic material encased in protein, were the first self-replicating entities on Earth. They were the pioneers, paving the way for the emergence of cellular life as we know it.
So instead of cells coming first, it's possible that viruses were the initial spark of life. That's a radical shift in perspective.
It is. It suggests that the blueprint for life might have existed before, the house itself was built. It challenges that traditional narrative of cellular origins. It paints a picture of a more, gradual, perhaps even messier transition from non-living to living, with viruses acting as the bridge between those two realms.
It's a truly humbling thought that these entities we often perceive as threats might have been the progenitors of life itself. It completely reframes our understanding of our own biological heritage.
And it doesn't stop there. If viruses were instrumental in the development of life on Earth, could they exist elsewhere in the universe? What are the implications of finding viruses on other planets or moons?
It's a question that sends shivers down my spine. The thought of alien viruses shaping life on other worlds is both exhilarating and a little terrifying.
I agree. Imagine discovering an alien ecosystem teeming with life and finding that viruses are an integral part of it. It would confirm that viruses aren't just a quirk of Earth's biology, but a fundamental aspect of life itself, perhaps woven into the very fabric of the universe.
It would be a paradigm shift in our understanding of biology and our place in the cosmos. It would force us to reconsider the possibilities of life in the universe, knowing that it might be far more diverse and widespread than we ever imagined.
It would, and it would raise a host of new questions about the nature of these alien viruses, their role in shaping extraterrestrial ecosystems, and whether they pose any threat to life as we know it.
Yeah, it's a truly awe-inspiring prospect, full of both wonder and uncertainty. Now, shifting gears a bit, we've talked a lot about the potential benefits of using viruses, but as we delve deeper into this uncharted territory, we must also consider the ethical implications. What are some of the ethical considerations we need to grapple with as we harness the power of viruses?
It's a crucial question. We're talking about entities that have caused immense suffering, yet we're now harnessing their power for good. This duality demands a careful and thoughtful approach as we navigate the ethical landscape of viral research and application.
Yeah. We've touched upon synthetic biology, the ability to design and engineer new viruses for specific purposes. What are some of the potential risks and challenges associated with this field?
Well, synthetic biology is a powerful tool with immense potential, but it's not without its risks. We need to consider the possibility of unintended consequences.
Yeah.
What if a synthetic virus escapes the lab? What if it evolves in unpredictable ways? These are questions we need to address head on.
It's like opening Pandora's box. We have the potential to do incredible good, but also the risk of unleashing something we can't control.
Exactly. We need to proceed with caution, establish robust safety protocols, and engage in open and transparent discussions about the potential benefits and risks of synthetic biology. We need to involve the public in these conversations, ensuring that this powerful technology is developed and used responsibly.
It's a call for scientific responsibility, for ensuring that progress doesn't come at the cost of unforeseen harm.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that with great power comes great responsibility.
Right.
As we wrap up our deep dive into the world of viruses, I'd love to hear your final thoughts. What's the biggest takeaway you want our listeners to ponder?
I think viruses are more than just microscopic agents of disease. They're storytellers, whispering tales of evolution, adaptation, and the interconnectedness of life. They're paradox embodied, both destructive and creative, ancient and ever evolving. They challenge our assumptions about life itself and force us to confront the vast unknowns of the universe.
It's a humbling perspective, reminding us that we still have so much to learn about the world around us, even about something as seemingly simple as a virus. They're a testament to the power of curiosity, the importance of questioning, and the endless possibilities of scientific exploration.
Absolutely. And the next time you hear the word virus, don't just think of disease. Think of evolution. Think of the delicate balance of life. Think of the mysteries of the universe. And ultimately think of our own place within this grand cosmic tapestry.
It's been an incredible journey exploring this hidden world, a world that's both terrifying and awe-inspiring. We hope this deep dive has sparked your curiosity, challenged your assumptions, and left you with a newfound appreciation for the invisible forces that shape our world.
Keep exploring, keep questioning, and never underestimate the power of the unseen.
Until next time, keep diving deep.